Bye for me, yeah.
They were my business on the front page. Headlines. I threw prescription in Dior frames. Sunshine. I had the vision back in 12th grade. Lunchtime. That I'd be killing with Dr. Dre. I never wanted to ever be over. I'm out of Philly, I thought it'd be colder. I might need a chauffeur. Check out my chicky, check out my Now who are you? I don't know what you do. I don't know you short a few.
Oh, don't make me have to lose it.
No, hold up. Come on, out the jaw, come on. Ooh, savage, that's a nice get up. International, rockin' Japanese denim. Enough gas to get you above average. How many more you know do I have to from my enemies? They bringing my old.
Right at the convergence of the Three Rivers on Art Rooney Drive, we welcome you to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New England Patriots and the Pittsburgh Steelers. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. He's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. And they'll go on the ground. Space to maneuver at the 40. Accelerating, and off he goes. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. A big play there for New England. 59 yards. They had trouble stopping the run last week in a loss, and here it rears its ugly head early.
You're supposed to try and get your confidence going after a loss like that where you gave up big yards running the football. This is not the way to go about it. It looks exactly as it did just a week ago.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Detroit! Here we go now. Green, 39.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. The linebacker, T.J. Watt, there on the coverage.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. In for the score. And the Patriots drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Well, these guys scored touchdown after touchdown in that win a week ago. So how do they come out this week? Same way. They got that momentum going, a touchdown on the opening drive.
I think it's safe to say that they're in a groove, isn't it? I mean, a lot of times we've seen where teams have scored a ton of points the week before. The very next week struggle to score almost as if they used it all up. Not in this case. This group appears locked in.
And we're going to have to make some adjustments if you're on the other side of that football. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a first down carry by Bell. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. On second down, it's Bell. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks. Couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. This is Bell on the dump off. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker, can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? He's going to go up top for the end zone. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Now he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. Darren Lee not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. As his guys are in for 6. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Set. Green 39.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that'll be incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football, But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line.
Gone!
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they're getting blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll pitch it out to Bell. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Lucky 56! Lucky 56!
They'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Darren Lee in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They'll look to throw here. Goes underneath for Bell. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
So it's an empty trip downfield there as they get a missed field goal on 4th down.
And I didn't see anything in the setup. It's a good snap, good hold.
Yep.
He just pushed it, and that one never wanted to come back.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56! Lucky 56!
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Patriots in possession to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd and 9 to start things out.
Leopard! Detroit!
Back to throw here. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Ryan Shazier not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. They'll set up a throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, Do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And they're going to sack him again. The 5th time they've gotten him today, and this one results in a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. You know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to file that play away. Did you see how fast the safety closed on that one? Coming up in run support, made a big-time tackle. Might want to try and check into a pass next time.
Yeah, got him for a loss. Really, really great play defensively.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, he decided to air it out a little bit on that play, take a shot downfield, but the coverage was really nice. Able to get a hand in and tip it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
And Jones has it over the middle. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Now they'll try the sweep with Bell. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Back to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Darren Lee. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
looking to throw. They still can't get her. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The
leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they were hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. New England on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. Now they try the right side here. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. Solid footwork, but not able to get a whole lot. Brought down shy of the 10. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now back to throw. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
No. Check. Patriot. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
It's never a bad idea to try and get it to Antonio Brown, but there must be a little bit of the Madden curse going on for our cover athlete here. Hasn't been able to get that elite separation that we're used to seeing from him.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
Lucky 56. Gone, 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 gone. Detroit, Detroit.
He'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. Now he's going to go deep down the left. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up first and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
He'll look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll be second down.
Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll set up to throw. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. And the Steelers on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Check. Watch out. No. Check. Patriot. Detroit.
They'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down.
Gone.
They'll throw now on the final play. Now he'll escape to his right. He may try and run for this. So at halftime, it's the Patriots with the advantage. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Watch him now, Barney.
And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. Shelling through the defense. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Tackle there going to Marshawn Lattimore.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. And that'll get him the first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now they'll toss it to Bell running left. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And an alley to run. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. The give is to Bell. About 3 yards there to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Yeah, baby. Detroit! Detroit!
He'll look to throw. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. 1st and 10 at the 19. A give to Bell. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
The best offenses and the ones that win are ones that make adjustments. And right now, I think this team needs to open things up.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Fine work by the Patriot D there, and it's 4th down. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And they take the lead here by a point, 10-9. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you'll see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
Here comes the Patriots offensive unit. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Steps away to his left. Finding room at the 30. Good yardage there on the scramble, and all of a sudden they're left with a 3rd and 2. Much more manageable. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on first down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs. Yeah,
his ability to take off. Not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down. Makes it manageable now.
New England on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Watch it now, Barney.
And this is going to be incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball. And we see yet another errant throw as a result.
The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And the Steelers set to take the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw, and it's off the mark, incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
And the Steelers on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15. Complete. The coverage good that time by Kendall Fuller.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. That's taken on the 25. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15, and the Patriots take over. Elsewhere, NFL scoreboard, 3rd quarter now in Tennessee. And the lead has gotten even bigger. The Texans have got it in cruise control right now. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air, eluding the pressure right. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. 23 yards on the play.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. It's complete left side to Aguilar. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pick up there at 20 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get up.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score. And he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
Hey. 4 down.
They'll try and run some clock now with Bell. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
But Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech.
Barney!
Again, it's Bell. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down. But that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
Now Bell, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz,
rush coming, and he's taken down. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear, and if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
First and second down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. Is going to be incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
So the Patriots coming out now. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Ryan Shazier in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. Now they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Campbell. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Detroit! 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 Gun! 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 Gun!
Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down. They've gone to the fourth quarter now in Dallas. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And if they could hold on to that lead, it would be win number 4 on the season for them. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Leopard! Leopard! Now let's go! 3-19! 3-19!
Right back to him on first down. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll take this one down near the 15. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Set. Green 39.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. The offense on third down tonight, they've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. They're looking at third and a few inches.
Gun! Gun! Gun!
Now they'll run it on the toss. And not only will he not get the few inches he needs, he's going to go backwards. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. So that'll back him up 5. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This for the lead in the final stages. And his kick is good. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they've managed the clock exactly right.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. The throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Watch him now, Barney, Barney. Detroit, Detroit. Set.
He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The Steelers on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
Now it looks like he'll throw here. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
And when you've already thrown 2 interceptions, you got to take extra special care of the football because that one could very easily have been a 3rd.
Yeah, off-balance, pressure coming. Probably just has to stick that one in his pocket, right?
He does. I just think that when he's in a rut like this, I think this happens to a lot of quarterbacks, they try and overcome it by making big-time throws. Throws they know they shouldn't make, but they're hoping to complete them rather than having the confidence that they actually will.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Patriots add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special.